one. Yes! Oh my God. Look at my guest today. Some of you probably
Oh,
recognize this duo. The reason I say duo, because when they come to my festival, they come in pairs. That's it's either Rod or fucking Judah or something. But
Somebody.
this gentlemen over here have been my friends for a while, ever since I started something in Hawaii, and then they come to my festival to visit or even DJ. The wonderful thing about Hawaiian people in general, specifically in the dance community, is that whenever they come visit you, they bring you something. As opposed to us from the Bay Area, we go to Hawaii, we don't bring them anything, man.
hey, a little Trader Joe's goes a long way, man.
But let me introduce to you, first of all, DJ Rod Moreno right there. Say hi, Rod. And
Hello.
then we call him Lion of Judah. His name is Judah Osner. And by the way, Judah, you're part Filipino, right, bro?
Yeah, yeah, part Filipino. Actually, I'm quite a bit, almost half actually. Believe it or
Yeah,
not.
so you're Puerto Rican and then a little bit of Filipino
Yep,
and
and
a little
white.
bit of. What about you, Rod? You purely, what are you, Puerto Rican or?
100% Mexican.
Oh, okay. 100% Mexican.
Yep.
All right. So now, let me ask Rod first. How'd you end up in Hawaii, bro?
My dad brought us over here in 1989 when he private practice doctor, and we never left. And that's
Never
what brought us here.
left and,
Yep.
and acquired the culture and all of that stuff. I know that you practice BJJ, dude. How long you been practicing that shit?
I started in 1994, did 6 years straight, and then took a break. Started up again in 2013, and then just taking a break because of the pandemic, but still at it with the kids and stuff. So as soon as they reopen classes, we're there. But yeah, it's been a bit.
You ever rolled with BJ Penn or his students?
No, no, no. Separate schools, different place. But I
Different
mean,
place, yeah.
no politics in my school. So I mean, I have no issue hanging out with whoever. So all good.
Now, Judah, it doesn't really matter whether you do martial arts or not. Just by looking at you, he could probably kick my ass or something. So forget about it. Not even gonna ask, man.
We actually met in
That's
martial arts.
actually how we. Yeah, that's how me and Rod and I met at
Oh, is that
Capoeira
right?
class.
Yep,
Yeah,
we met in Capoeira.
Well, wait a minute. But didn't you used to host like Judah? Didn't you used to host like a radio with like a lion's den or something?
yeah. I did quite a bit of stuff in actual radio, and then I had my own little podcast thing going. And yeah, Rod's been there the whole step of the way, a part of my career, and it started from Capoeira. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yeah.
Crazy. And then I even actually I used to roll back in the '90s with Rod's teachers. So it's kind of one of those things where it's
Wait,
like,
wait. That explains because I used to judge Judah whenever he competes here. Whenever he competes internationally, I used to judge him, man. That explains the acrobatic shit.
Dude, are you crazy?
Capoeira.
Judah could fly. That dude could flip through the air like no
Yeah.
other. That was crazy. Try that now though, you'll break a hip, bro.
hey,
Oh
or a
man,
leg, whichever one, you know.
that explains that. And
Yep.
now, Judah, let me ask you this because I know you used to compete before.
Yeah.
You pretty much won titles in Hawaii and then competed nationally. What made you wanted to compete? Is it something that was your passion back in the day?
Yeah, believe it or not, I kind of grew up a competitor. It was just one of those things where I always had to do better than myself. You know what I mean? So it
Yeah.
was just, I mean, I, I always was told no growing up. This is no pun intended to my parents. You know what I
Sure,
mean?
sure,
It,
sure.
it was just my upbringing. But I was always told no, I can't do this, I can't do that. Finally, when I almost, believe it or not, this is a real story. Right around the time I met Rod, actually, I got really sick.
Oh,
And I think, Rod, you remember when I fell in the hospital when I had the pneumonia episode. And, I was that close to passing away. And it was just
mm.
kind of one of those things where, like, look, man, I'm letting too much people control my life, so on and so forth. Let me go ahead and take control of this thing and see where I can go. And I think at the time I was 27 or 28 years old, and I still had some time left, and the rest is history.
I mean, was your sister always a dancer also, or did you have to convince her to compete with you?
No, my mother is the dancer in our family. I grew up around musicians. All my uncles all, played all the Latin music growing up and all the funk music. I had an uncle who was a DJ, believe it or not. And then, of course, my dad was a white one. He always used to just stand by and watch everything.
Yeah.
But he liked all the white music. And then I had my mom who liked all of
Wait a minute. Let's describe what the fuck is white music, dude.
Okay, the rock, the country, and the polka. Okay, let's go, the polka. No, and then my mom liked the jazz, the funk, the and the Latino, of course, the the merengue, the cumbias, and all that good stuff growing up. And then I was a part of hip hop from day one. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like the music runs in my family. So that's where that came in. Everything happened because of the music.
Yeah.
Bottom line, everything happened from the music.
And then the dance, and then of course, and then as you probably realized that getting old is not fun, and all of this injuries, you probably became a DJ or something.
I'm still paying for it 20 years later, boy. I got the pain to wake up. Yeah, it's no longer fun.
Because that was my goal, man. I was like, okay, I'll be teaching all of this workshops freaking all over the world. And I did that, right? And then at one point I was watching my video. What the fuck? I'm losing hair. It's like, I was like, okay, I have to become a promoter because one day I'm not going to be able to keep up with these youngsters,
Yeah. Speaking of promotions, it was Rod and I who actually started our thing from the beginning. Like we had no idea what was happening, right, Rod? We had nothing. I was a promoter, you were the DJ, and I kind of taught you how to press the buttons, and the rest is history.
I'll get into that when Rodney asks.
When did you start this DJing thing, Rod? Because I didn't know your name then, and then every time, in fact, you know what? When I used to do workshops in Hawaii and somebody will be hosting me, who's the DJ? Is it gonna be DJ Rod Moreno? They was like, who the hell is DJ Rod Moreno? And then I met him, and he turned out to be a really nice dude. So how'd you start in this Latin community, bro? Of course, you're Mexican. We know that already. Right. You're naturally involved there. But how about the DJing in the dance scenes, particularly? You know,
it's mostly Judah's fault. So we met in Capoeira, and I tell everybody that when I first met Judah, I thought he was a cocky ass at first. You know, and
I was.
But then you get to know him, and he has a heart of gold. And no, he basically, I thought he was an ass, and he was like, hey, you want to come to my Latin night? And straight up, I was like, yeah, I'll go if I can get him free. He was like, yeah, come on down. So I did. And I heard freaking Sonora Carruseles, and right there, I was hooked. I was like, ooh, I like that.
That's his flow, bro. And then
I know, as soon as I heard it.
Fruco, Sonora Carrozales.
Yeah. As soon as I heard that, I was like hooked. So I took a lesson. Yeah. And one day, it was summertime, and I had come back from Mexico, and I'd bought a ton of CDs over there. And he was like, hey, dude, bring your music. And so I brought my little stash of music, and he was dancing. And I still remember he was dancing, and Moira was her name. He was dancing with this girl, Moira. The music was about to end, and I was like, oh, crap, it's going to stop. He's not going to make it back on time. So I put in a CD, I pressed play, and people kept dancing. And I was like, ooh.
I can get used to this.
I like this. And so I asked Judah, I was like, dude, what do I do? And he taught me how to press play, so I had to swap out the CDs, what the heck the headphones were for. Yeah. And I was hooked. And so whatever he had a Latin night, different locations, I would come in and DJ. He would have me, Latin lady DJ Margarita, may she rest in peace. She was by our side the whole time. Yeah. And from there, Ray Cruz, if you guys remember him, took me under his wing and just launched me from there. So I've been working with whoever ever since.
Oh man, one of the nicest lady I've ever met is Lady Margarita.
Yeah,
man.
She was awesome.
Yeah, she was my mother.
And she lived in the Napa Valley, you know. God, yeah, very nice lady.
Yeah.
So anyways, okay, so that's how you got into the scene. Now, how'd you get into I know you're DJing, automatically you have all of this sound system and all of that stuff, but it's a little different with Rod, because Rod will be able to set up certain sound systems, certain format in a congress or in a big event. I mean, right here in our area, we have Mo, you know, you guys met Mauricio, who usually does it for us. And then I guess in Hawaii we got Rod, you know.
Yep. It's Rod.
So yeah, basically it started with Archangel. I don't know if you remember her. She had the first back in the day.
That's salsa instructor, right?
Yeah, and then she also did an event, the Hawaii, was it Salsa Festival? It was a Hawaii Salsa Festival, yeah.
Like that. The wording. I forget the
And
wording.
basically, yeah, she basically needed someone to press play and set up sound. So I had my 2 speakers and a sub back then, and they almost blew out. And basically, every time I would get any kind of money, I would start reinvesting it in the sound equipment.
That
So
was the
I would
secret.
do-
Yeah.
Yeah, so every time, all the money, I would always reinvest it. I don't think I've turned a profit yet.
He's buying new
Always
stuff.
reinvesting.
That's why.
Yeah, so
No,
I
you can't help it when that new stuff come in, man.
Yeah.
You can't help it because I'm not even a freaking DJ or a sound man, and I see the sale from Guitar Center. It's like, what the fuck? I should get that or not? I don't know.
Right.
And then the wifey will always say that you don't need that.
Yeah, so freaking 8 speakers and 12 microphones later, you know?
So, one thing I know about Hawaii is people are nice. You know this because you guys have been all over United States, California, whether it's in Nevada. You guys know the vibe of the people. Mm-hmm. The vibe in Hawaii is a little bit different. It's very friendly. I can't even compare it to a third world country friendly, meaning like when I go to Dominican Republic, people are nice also. But it's a different type of nice. How do you describe you guys being a transplant, okay, from somewhere else to Hawaii? How do you guys describe the vibe there?
Judo, born and raised, right? Like,
Yeah, I was born and raised here in Hawaii, though.
Oh, okay, I guess it's Rod.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a better question for Rod, but I get what he's saying. Though, yeah.
But yeah, no, you basically, I went through school and just, there's no way to avoid being enveloped in the culture. I mean, it's just from everything, from the food, you can't. And so you either adapt or if you don't fit in and you'll stand out. And you really don't want to stand out too much over here.
Okay,
But,
now, given that people are nice in Hawaii, now let me ask Judah about street fights because Hawaiian are known to not back out in any fights, man. There's always that street fight, but it's almost like a cult thing, man. So what's a street fight like in the streets of Hawaii? And this is the reason why there's many self-defense systems developed in that freaking city. This is the reason why.
Well, you're exactly right. I mean, it's like that in any urban core, actually. I mean, you talk about Puerto Rico, you talk about the Dominican Republic, Mexico, you're going to see fights everywhere. But in Hawaii, it's a whole different breed. If you beat up one guy, you're going to have to deal with the family tomorrow. You know,
sounds like a Filipino family, bro.
hey, man, I grew up in Waihawa, which is the central part of the island, and over there it's really, really crazy with the Filipinos, especially, and then of course Kalihi and then all that. But no, it's a whole different breed over here. You got block parties that are fights. So it's one of those things, It's like that everywhere, but over here especially. But at the end of the day, honestly, the families are friends after. After they beat each other up, they're friends.
That's like Filipinos also. I mean, they get mad an hour, they probably killed each other in an hour, they rise from the dead and they're friends. I don't know. But okay, so I'm gonna see you guys pretty soon in at Waikiki Beach in Honolulu. The difference of the cities, guys, because you guys are from the island of Oahu, obviously. What is it that the attendees have not seen yet that you know? Because for me, I've been there many times in Hawaii, but the place where I go. I go to the Honolulu area all the time, and I don't know where else to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if we have extra days after the festival, where do you think the attendees should go?
Oh,
North Shore for one, obviously.
Yeah, that's
but it's in there.
If they're brave enough, you can head out to the west side, Makaha Beach, those areas, some of the most beautiful, beautiful beaches you're ever going to see on earth. But just go, be respectful, and lock your cars.
There's a lot of Hawaiian borrowing going out there. They take and they don't give back. So that's just the way it goes out here. You got to be careful.
But the beaches there are stunning. You'll get the dolphins, you'll get the turtles. Just careful with the turtles because you will get fined.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Yeah. Don't mess with the turtles or the monk seals.
Close to the turtle. Don't go too close to a seal. Yeah. If you see some kind of barrier around the animal on the beach, don't even go past that barrier. You get fined, number
Well, it's
one, but you
beautiful.
also might get attacked by the animal. So don't do
Oh,
that.
wow.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with a monk seal. But yeah,
Very
the west
interesting.
side for sure. Where's the lagoons over there? Colina?
Yeah, on the
Beautiful over
west side over there by Kehi, that area.
What about the hiking area?
Yeah,
I'm
there's
not
some
a hiker. I'll be straight up. I don't hike, so leave that to you guys.
You got to do the.
I
of
love
course,
nature and I love walking, but I don't like walking in nature. Sorry, man.
You got to do the Diamond Head. That's the easiest one. Cocoa Head is a pretty hard one.
Yeah.
Manoa Falls.
I do on the east side. There's a pillbox hike over there. That one is pretty good, and it's really nice. The view is beautiful. And there's a couple other hard ones that I don't really like, and I don't promote. So
Yeah. What about food, you guys? What about food? Because
Oh man.
you already know how fucking expensive is the strip area in Waikiki, you know. But and then you go to the small area that is not populated yet, and the fucking food is great, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you've got on the east side, you've got the Waihole Poi factory. If you guys want to really indulge yourself in some kind of cultural food, the Waihole Poi factory, they've got all these concoctions with poi. So I mean, you've got your poi shakes, you've got your poi bowls.
Oh, there's always a line over there, dude.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
always a line, just around the block.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Tamura's, in my opinion, for poke.
Yeah,
Poke
there you
bowls
go.
and Tamura's, and then
There's the shrimp on the North Shore.
oh
The
yeah, of
shrimp
course.
trucks.
And how long will that take for them to drive from the hotel?
About an hour and 20 minutes.
45 minutes, yeah, the hour.
Yeah, depending with the traffic, it's getting. I mean, tourism is back. I mean,
the North Shore is getting crowded.
Yeah, I was in Waikiki last night, and it looked like
A normal night.
normal tourism. Yeah.
You know, it's going to be, I mean, in our event, I think it's going to be packed. I think it's going to be a lot of people because these people are deprived
Oh
for
man,
a year, man.
Yeah.
So,
it's a kettle ready to burst, man. Yeah.
I'm a little worried, honestly, to tell you the truth. When everything opens up, we're just going to be like, let's go, man. We're done with this.
Yep.
well, I told the hotel, I'm going to keep updating you of how many people are coming in and keep updating me on how many people are booking the rooms because if it's over capacity, we have to turn away people.
Hey, save us a room, man.
Because,
Come on.
Save Judah and me a room. I
Yeah.
mean, not Judah and me, but save rooms for you know what I mean.
it's going to be good, man. It's going
It
to be
came out
good.
wrong.
I mean, you know, I have that suite and all of the food for the artists are there. So
Okay, that's perfect. That's good.
you guys go in and out. And
Food, I'm good. You mentioned food.
Yeah.
we're going to have food on the Sunday picnic also. And yeah, I'll probably need help of some catering there. We have to pick it up an hour
Don't have to
before
worry
and
about that.
shit.
Yeah.
And
We got-
bring
we
it to
got
the
a lot of
beach
that.
and all of that stuff. Sansoe Beach, I think I remember Alan getting us a permit there. So we'll get into that again. Alan messaged me, bro. He said, I might go just because of that. He said,
Holy
just
moly.
come in,
He's been
dude.
in Thailand for a while, lucky bugger.
Where's
Well,
he
he's
at?
in Thailand. He's having fun, bro.
He's in Thailand.
Yeah, Alan is in Thailand. He's having fun.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
What are the, in the past years, guys, what are the events that you enjoyed the most in that island, whether it's a mini workshop, whether it's a weekender, whether it's a congress, or the things you just attended, the socials? I know it could be political, but you know, it is what you feel.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've enjoyed all of them. The one where I've had to work the least was the Maui Congress because I just showed up and pressed play. So I didn't have to, and yeah, so that's it. So, but yeah.
Well, this time I'm gonna make you work more with music because I remember and I've seen how you play your thing. So I was like, we'll have to put Rod here, man.
Sounds good.
I'm not just gonna be press play and shit and install some cables. I regret doing that 2 years ago, bro. There was like we had so much DJ. It's like what the hell, you know?
Yeah, we got a lot, but that's okay. Worked out.
Well, now we'll have several rooms, so you know I could mix you guys there, here and there, whatever. Yeah, but what about you, Judah? Events?
For me, good Lord, probably some of the concerts.
Yeah.
Oh man, we had some.
Who has been there, guys?
Oh, we had Spanish Harlem that one year. Remember
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Oh my God.
SHO.
Yeah, but I think the best events that Rod and I have probably been a part of, believe it or not, is the block parties.
Oh, those are fun. Yeah.
How does it
Oh,
describe it to me? What is it, and how much do people pay? And does it happen yearly?
Cinco de Mayo block parties.
Oh wow!
freaking shoulder to shoulder packed on the street. I mean, you
I
can't
think
move.
that one year, I don't remember what year it was when we had our whole crew there, Rod. I think
Was
there
it
was
at Waterfront that time?
no, not that one. The other one, the
Okay,
one we were on
okay.
New Wanu.
Okay, yeah. Ooh.
That entire street was thousands of people.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna estimate it maybe 5,000 people.
Whoa,
And,
that's a lot.
and then we had a round robin DJ style.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was myself, Rod, and then maybe another guy from our crew, Ray. So it was just one of those things where it was. I mean, the crowd was just jumping and man.
Yeah. What about the Halloween nights there? I mean, I know I've done Halloween there, but then I was inside the hotel. You know what I mean? So I don't know how it is in the strip. You know?
Crazy. Halloween
Really?
is ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy in a good way. I mean, it's just everybody's out there.
You got people that are wearing high heels. They can't walk though. They can't walk a mile.
I mean, I heard it's second to like San Francisco, the way they fucking celebrate Halloween.
Yeah,
it might even be more crazier than San Francisco. Hey, you got some creatures, man. It's spooky.
Yeah. Now, both of you, have you guys done any traditional Hawaiian dances?
I do a little bit of hula and Tahitian.
Yeah,
a little bit.
But hula to women versus the man are a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's like that in salsa too. I mean, depends who you talk to, of course. But I mean,
right.
It's more more masculine.
Masculine, yeah. And the outfit is definitely masculine, and you're pretty much half naked, pretty much. Which the ladies love.
Like I said, depends who you ask and who you talk to.
Yeah.
Not right now. The guys do a lot of fist kind of things, and the girls do a lot of crazy. So it's just one of those things. It's there's a difference. You can tell.
Is Hawaii similar to New Zealand as far as culture is concerned?
Yeah. The Maori culture and the Hawaii culture is very similar. They're very, very close. The values are the same. The family and then the traditions are very, very same. Yeah. I mean, the Maoris are, back in the day, they were, a lot of them were like animals, right? And the Hawaiians were the same way too. Because of the people trying to take the land and so on and so forth. But no, the cultures are very similar, and they're very close with each other, actually.
Now, the Sanssouci Beach, which is close to our hotel, which we're going to do the picnic at. We've done the picnic there before. Now, when we done the picnic there before, I think that was either 2010 or 2011, I fucking saw actors from Hawaii Five-0 doing the skydiving. Now, is Sanssouci Beach is where pretty much the popular people go? Is it because it's Sanssouci Beach? Is it because it's a good beach or what?
Yeah, any beach in the middle of Waikiki, you're going to see somebody.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you go. Sanssouci, all over the canoes. Yeah, definitely see somebody there. Believe it or not, I taught Britney Spears how to surf in 2003, right there in the middle of Waikiki, right outside of the Hilton.
Really?
Yeah, because her stage.
I bet she was short, because I heard she's short in person. So
actually, she's not that bad for a woman. I mean, she's like
for a woman.
Most women are short, right? But no, not her. She was actually normal height.
Yeah.
But I had to deal with a bodyguard and her.
Oh, of course, man. Of course, that's just the way it is. But
oh my God.
Is there any TV series that's happening in Hawaii now?
There's one coming up.
Which one?
NCIS.
Yes, NCIS Hawaii. Yep.
NCIS right now we have Hawaii? Are you kidding me?
Nope. And then also we have PI right now.
They closed Hawaii Five-0, right?
No, Hawaii Five-0 ended. It's finished.
Yeah.
And what about NCIS? What about the one where Tom Selleck used to show? What's that? I thought they revived it, right?
Yeah, that's Magnum. Yeah.
Magnum PI. Okay, great.
And they're also putting a whole bunch of Netflix series out here, because the reason why I know this, because where I work, they all come and they all buy their supplies from us. So I know they're out here. Yeah. I had the Rock walk in last week. Last month, actually. Last
Hey
month. He
guys,
walked.
hey, I'm gonna do Las Vegas again, man.
Oh,
Nice.
really?
Yeah, because remember I sold it, right?
Yeah.
Because at that time I really needed money, man, and so I sold it. Those people didn't do a good job, and so there's
Mm.
nothing right now. So I want to go back to it, and this time I'm not gonna do it in January.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big pool party, dude.
Nice.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I'm in. I'm
I'll
in.
let you. I'll
I'm
let
in.
you guys know when, but it's gonna be a big freaking pool party.
I am in.
Sweet.
Yeah. I have partners from Australia,
Oh,
one from San Diego, and one from Las Vegas. So there's like 4 partners in total.
Nice.
Because I want to make sure it's big. Because if I do it around summertime, it
Yeah.
has to be big, dude.
Yeah, it's gotta be big.
So that's my replacement for Reno.
Mm.
Not gonna do
That was
Reno
fun, man.
anymore.
Never
boy.
forget Reno.
How could you forget Reno, man?
Fun, man.
Herbie Love. That's all I gotta say. Herbie Love.
But,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
look at it.
that was, I mean, that was one of the things that I love because I don't like inviting bands anymore because obviously you don't make money. Okay,
Yeah.
they do, but you don't. But Toby Love was one of the nicest guy, dude.
Oh, he's great. He's
We
great.
hosted that party for him in my suite.
I didn't get the memo.
You did? What the hell? Wouldn't you know?
Hey,
Well,
You didn't miss a thing because he was dark. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Now,
man.
Judah, what are your memorable experiences at the congresses in the USA?
Oh wow. I
so many,
me-
man.
for me,
Money, yeah. Both of
Yeah.
you, actually, because you guys been
So
there.
many.
for me it's Los Angeles, man.
Yeah.
I mean all day.
You remember the La La Land?
Oh yeah, of
Fuck,
course.
that was the biggest, like 10,000 people, right?
Oh man, you know what? God rest his soul, Mr.
Yeah.
Albert Torres. He is the guy who actually one of the main influencers that I was able to talk to at the beginning
Yeah,
into the international scene.
yeah.
And I remember when he was starting the whole World Championships thing. I remember he talked to me. I think it was in 04, 05. He was just like, you guys got a little thing going in Hawaii. You think you would compete? And I'm like, you know what? If it's for you and whatever you're trying to do, I share your vision, man. We'll do what we can.
Yeah.
We did, and he brought it up, and he got everything on the map, and now you've got all these TV shows where they're taking all of the guys that used to compete in these things, and they're making it worldwide. So his
That
vision,
guy inspired me indirectly or even directly because 3 days before he died, 3 days before he went into coma,
yeah,
he was in Cuba. He texted me, dude.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
He usually texts me about bachata people, bachata teachers, because he doesn't know them. So he's like, hey, is this people legit, whatever. But one thing that I would appreciate now, let's take this into account. Albert Torres was not perfect as any one of us, okay?
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect.
But we
Nobody.
can never take away how he opened doors for many people like us, even bachata. If it wasn't for Albert Torres and Salsa Congress, I would have never did bachata festival because
Yeah.
I would not know how to do it,
Yep.
But and then many times Albert Torres has done his event there in San Hawaii also, as you know.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
So
We had a part of him coming over here, so that was awesome.
that's one of the memorable things that I was a part of the Los Angeles Salsa Congress. What about you, Rod?
Yeah, for me, it was standing about maybe 6 feet from Oscar de Leon at the LA Congress. That was
Yeah.
that was, oh, no. And the other one was hanging out with Diego Gale when they
Oh
Oh, is
yeah.
that right?
first came. When they first came to the U.S., Judah and I took a trip to L.A., and we got to hang out with Albert. We got to hang out with Diego Gale and those guys. And that was a turning point of my DJing. Like we got
those
to
were
hang
the
out with
fun
Alpha
things
Brava
when
guys. That was just...
Hey, bro, the fun things is not in the Congress. The fun thing is the behind the scenes and behind the door of the Congresses.
Yeah.
Behind the stage.
Yeah.
Those are the fun thing
Yeah,
because
that
you
was-
get to
and again,
interact.
it was all
That a
Albert
lot of
Torres.
people, one people that a lot of people don't realize is all these musicians, these artists, these promoters, they're all wonderful human beings.
Yep.
I mean, that's the human element of this whole thing. I mean,
Yeah.
entertainment is awesome. The people are happy. But when you get to know these people, I mean, it's unreal These guys are unbelievable human beings.
No,
Man.
it's just it's very interesting that you say that because, like Rod was saying, the first time he met you, you were intimidating, right? But this guy is a softie, man. Dude, he's a softie.
Yeah, he is.
We won't tell anyone that, but
He don't want to admit it to anybody. But
but it's just like in the salsa scene, right? You know, oh, maybe this woman is so popular, I'm afraid to approach her. Dude, you're wrong. You gotta go in there.
All you do is ask.
Herbie Love, Luis Vargas, I've hang out with them. They're the nicest people in the world, man. Even as talented as Christian Oviedo, the guy is the nicest guy you'll ever talk to, you know?
What's up, Christian? I love that dude. Man. Love that dude.
That guy's a beast, dude.
Yeah. Oh, hey, man.
I was just talking to Luis the other day in his podcast. I was like, "Nah, if I ever want to compete, I would tell Christians like, don't compete on 2. I'm there, man."
He had the longest legs, though. Jesus, that guy looked like a stallion on crack or something, man. He was like, he was unreal.
No, but what I like when I used to judge that guy, because I used to judge you guy, his unpredictability, dude. Then you know, you the judges, oh yeah, he's gonna do this, but with Christian, it's like, what the hell is he gonna do now? You know?
Oh man, I love those dudes, man.
Hey, Rod, you mentioned Oscar de Leon. In my book, bro, my book, he is one of the few that could liven up and raise energy on stage.
oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you know, the guy, you see people in recording, you see their videos, right?
Right.
They're alive. But when they do fucking live concert, they're boring.
Yeah, you were mentioning, I won't say the artists, but you've mentioned a few.
There's just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
You've got a few. But no, him, man, he's up there. And when he plays the bass and sings at the same time, that whoo.
Oscar de Leon is one of the best, man. I haven't seen him in the Bay Area, but usually Rocopulco, they usually book him like, every year and whatnot. So if you guys have a choice to bring somebody in Hawaii and money is not an object, who would it be? Salsa.
Salsa.
Yeah.
Salsa.
I would say, in my opinion, out of Italy, La Maxima 79.
Oh, yeah. Love him. Love him.
And I'm going to see those guys in Florida in November. So
Are you?
I'm going on the Aventura dance cruise. So,
oh, dude. Have you guys ever been to that cruise at all?
Yeah, this is our second time going.
Describe it to me, because I've never been to that cruise, and I heard it's always good.
Oh, man, you know what? Moshe and the crew, they do a great job of putting this thing together. I think we've been trying to get the 15th cruise off of the ground, but COVID happened. So the 15th, that's what this one is.
Yeah.
And, he's got Luis Vargas. He's got Lo Maximum, and then he's got, I think, Grupo Extra, so on and so forth. So,
they're all good. Even Grupo Extra would raise the energy on stage, dude.
Hey, you just can't help it. Last time we were on the other cruise, we saw what's his name? Damn it, what the hell is his name? Los Toros band, what's his name? Hector Acosta.
Hector Acosta?
Oh, yeah, okay.
That it's like, woo!
He's something
everybody
else.
was singing, everybody's singing all
It's
his
that
songs.
voice.
And he's a short dude, so I had to kind of do this so I could see him on stage,
He's short.
He looks like that on stage.
But his energy, but no.
Look, every bachata artists are short except one Luis Guerra.
Yeah, but no, Moshe's parties are incredible. I mean, it's like the moment it's sailing out of port, you got a party going already.
So
it's hype.
because most of the time, I heard that this one is strictly a dance fucking cruise. There are no other passengers there, right?
Nope, it's everybody there is for dancing, for partying, and it's
Nice.
non-stop.
Nice.
If they have a hashtag called Team No Sleep, because you ain't sleeping on this cruise, because all you're doing is dancing. I mean, I woke up one time at 3 a.m. and there was a concert going on outside at 3 a.m. in the middle of the Caribbean. So I'm kind of like, what the hell is going on here?
I can't do cruise, dude. I only did it one time.
Yeah.
It was the All-Star Cruise, I believe. It was hosted by Ataka Alimana and them.
Oh.
It was my very first time to cruise, and
You got sick. Dude.
Not only, why do you think I didn't get, it was storming.
Yeah.
Water is right on my window like this. And I'm like, okay, my first time, That's it. Forget it.
Where did it sail out of? Where
There
did
was
it
a
sail?
storm. We could
I know,
not
right there.
sail, dude. We could not land, or whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
leave.
wow.
So it was like over a day and a half to stay in somewhere else, and not the port because we couldn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like,
Wow.
I'll never cruise again.
Wow. That's crazy.
What about skydiving, guys, in Hawaii? Is it easy
That's
to
all
learn?
right. I don't skydive.
I've never been
My wife,
skydiving
Linda,
in my life.
Wait.
What?
This Puerto Rican Islander guy does not. What's up, bro?
listen, I ain't gonna fly 15,000 feet out of a plane on a parachute. Are you kidding me? Come on, man.
Yeah, no, I've never had a chance. I would do it, but I just haven't gone. And
I'll watch you guys. I'll have the GoPro going from the bottom. I'll watch you guys come down. All good.
There's this guy from Egypt, Amar. I'm not sure if he can make it. I'm not sure about people coming from another country going to Hawaii yet, because I don't know the restriction, guys. I told them if you buy a ticket, make sure you could refund it just in case. You know, at least we know within the United States that you only have that requirement of 72 hours before you fly to get tested. Yeah. And at least that's a good thing for us, and that's also a safe thing for us. But as far as the outside of the country, I don't know the policy. And so hopefully the artist that wants to come to our event on October are allowed to do it by that time already, because hopefully, most of the population in the world has already been vaccinated. You guys vaccinated already?
Yes.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Yeah, yes. I just got my second shot on Cinco de Mayo. So
how'd you feel?
I was down for about 6 hours the next day, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, I was just fatigued. That's pretty much it, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, it was okay. Let's see, what else can we do for our event, man? We got the picnic already. That's gonna be from 12 to fucking until sunsets, you know. That's a Sunday. You know why I specifically did it on Sunday? Because every time we do an outdoor with you, it's a pool party thing. Saturday night is slow because people are so tired dancing all day.
Good idea.
Did you notice that? You know.
And sunset usually in October, November will be closer to 5:30, 5:45.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe 6.
Yeah. Close to 6. It'll be dark by
6:30.
6:15. Yeah. It'll be dark by 6:15.
Then we'll have pre-parties. I told Grant, it's like, find me a place on Thursday and find me a place on Monday. And then, you know.
Everything already.
Yeah.
Things.
I'm sure he's planning it already, so it's all good. Guys, I want to thank you for not just working with me in Hawaii, but working with me in Las Vegas, working with me in Reno. You guys been to San Francisco also, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I've gone to the Congress.
Working with me in San Francisco.
I lived in Mountain View back in the day, dude.
Love San Francisco, man. I got a lot of relatives in that area.
Don't worry, 2022, you know, we'll reset again. We'll do it. I'm only doing this special thing in Hawaii because I wasn't planning to do it, to be honest with you, because of the pandemic, right? But I see that the vaccination is spreading quickly, and I figured, dude, we need a fucking vacation.
Yeah.
You know, and
people need a break, man. It's been too much. And
so
just put it out there, not just the vaccines, but there's treatments too. Their treatments are available that are proven. So either way, we're good. I mean, the safety's there already.
Treatments are there, and by that time, people, like I said, you know, we'll take the safety precaution. If people don't want to wear masks, I'm okay with it. If people want to wear masks, I'm okay with it. I believe in human rights and freedom of choice.
Amen, brother.
So,
Amen.
You know, we'll just give them balut. They will get cured quickly, bro.
I gotta tell Linda that one. Oh Lord.
How's Linda? Is Linda dancing Dominican now or what?
Hey man, she's always dancing Dominican.
She got serious there for a moment, right?
She loves her bachata. Don't get me wrong.
She loves her Dominican bachata, dude.
All night long. All night long.
What about you, Rod? You're still going out with that? Because you always go out with different women, don't you? You're still going out.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have that. I shouldn't have asked that question because I don't know what's happening with you, dude.
Yeah, it's been years. years.
Yeah, 19 years, I think. This
Yeah,
year.
he looks like the actor in Hollywood. I don't know. You know, every time I was like, that looks like Rod, dude.
Oh,
All right,
man.
guys. Thank you for the time. We'll post this today. I'll tag you guys. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, these are my DJs. Rod is my sound man also, but Judah, you can't miss him. He's the biggest person there in the room, man. Don't even say hi to him. No, I'm just kidding. He'll beat you up. No, I'm kidding. He's a softie. And thank you for the friendship, guys, and thank you for always welcoming and helping whoever goes to Hawaii, not just me. As you know,
Yep.
Hawaiian people are just like that, which I love. And I will see you at the Hawaii Bachata Expo in October. Bring your costume, dude. Hey, Puerto Rico! You know, Mexico, Filipino, whatever. But, bring your Saturday night is Hawaiian costume, right? And then Sunday night is a Halloween costume. I
Okay.
haven't thought of anything yet, but we'll see. Anyways, I'll see you guys later, okay? Thanks for the time, bro.
Yeah, man.
All right. Later.